Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. We're going to do a reading and see what is coming through between you and your person. And I feel like this is going to be quite on point. I just have a really good, peaceful, calm, just energy. And I love it when it feels like this, because I feel like this is when the readings are just very, very on point. So yeah, I hope you are well. I've got the cards ready to go and we will see. Hold on a second. Okay, so what I did want to mention is that if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do giveaways every single month. If you would like to purchase any personal services, they can be purchased only through the official links that are listed, of course, and connected to my YouTube channel, which of course is a verified channel. So, you know, shop moonlightguidance.com. I also have an Etsy store as well. You know, it's all linked down below. There's services for different rituals, there's services for healing work, services for private tarot readings, as well as the black magic energy removal, and the services are available on my website. And then of course there are intention items as well, which are both on my website and Etsy. These are handmade, meditated with in sage. The review section, where thousands of people have seen results of them, is at the bottom of my website. And you know, there's items for love, twin flames, soulmate, no contact, strength, confidence, healing, success, wealth, you know, various areas of your life. And then there's items, you know, for that. So bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, wallet, or your purse. There's candles, sage bundles, teas, etc. Okay, so everything is listed down below for you. And let's have a look and see what is coming through. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be a good reading. The sun is shining. Start off with some major arcana. So I feel here that some of you are a little bit tied, like with a person. You're tied with a person and you think a lot about the decisions they make and why they make those decisions. I really see here this judgment energy is not coming from a place of judgment to a point where you are judging them so excessively. It's more so you're trying to figure out why they do the things they do and why you also feel the way you do about them, if that makes sense. There's definitely that kind of energy that I am picking up on, where you do think to yourself, like, why do they do things like this and why does it affect me so much? That's what I'm seeing here. And I also see here that you're hoping for a transformation in this situation. So remember, I did mention that this is more of like a love-based reading, and I really feel here that there is a sense of so many of you wanting this person to open up towards you. You want this person to communicate with you, and that tells me that this person isn't doing enough. The person's not doing enough because they make you feel invalidated at times. They don't open themselves up to such a degree that you know exactly what they're thinking about you, how they're thinking about you. Sometimes you feel like you have to figure it out yourself and it just confuses you. So I definitely see here that some of you are also considering whether you should stay or go, whether the situation's going to change or not. And guess what? I will tell you, okay? I will tell you as we go through the reading what I also foresee and what I see happening in the situation. So not only am I going to kind of get a grasp of what's happening right now so that you can, you know, find out whether you resonate with the reading, but also what's going to happen in the future between the two of you. So stay tuned. But if this sounds accurate already, you know, please do let me know in the comment section below, and also, you know, like the video as well. That really helps. Okay, so it really helps out the channel, really helps me out to see, you know, what kind of readings you like as well. Okay, there you go. It's definitely a love reading, and that is absolutely confirmed. Sorry if there's like some glares happening. It's just the sun is shining today and I'm not mad at that. I would rather the sun shines and we get a little bit of reflection than the sun not wanting to shine at all. Okay, so Eight of Swords. Yeah, some of you feel kind of trapped, like you don't know whether you should stay or go. You don't know whether this person is going to make any further moves or not. You literally feel stuck at times. And I also feel here that the reason why things are happening is because they are stuck, okay? So when they feel stuck, everything in the situation also does seem to get stuck. When they feel not so great, the situation on your side can feel not so great through their actions towards you. When you feel that things are, let's say, moving, it's because they also feel good within themselves. So their inner state of mind is projected, or inner state of self as well, is projected onto this connection, which means that as time goes by, they'll feel better and they'll be able to be more progressive towards you. Right now, they're stuck in some kind of situation where they are feeling so emotionally overwhelmed and stressed. Now, this is going to vary from person to person, but what I really see happening here is that there's a really powerful energy of this, definitely them being freed up, if that makes sense, and not these bandages just like keeping them in this situation. I mentioned bandages because bandages, you know, really cover wounds, and I feel like this person has been deeply wounded. Now, some of them, you know, may physically not be very well, but for others of them, emotionally and mentally, there's matters of the home life, or there's matters of work, there's matters of, you know, career and life in general, you know, which can just make them feel so overwhelmed. So they're definitely keeping to themselves a lot more, and I feel here that in time they will definitely reach out to you, they'll want to communicate with you, they'll want to talk to you. Two of Cups here shows they do feel the bond that the both of you have, which is a soul connection. So the two of you have had a past life before, which is why you also feel so deeply connected to this person, and despite how they treat you, you just feel sometimes that you can't move on and you just can't breathe without this person sometimes. But obviously, I will tell you one thing which is really important, and that is that when you feel a soul connection, okay, what's really quite significant is that you also take care of yourself, because I see this happen very often, and it's really, really important that you aren't just completely codependent on the other person, because that can actually suffocate the spiritual energies. What you want to make sure is that you detach, okay, and you focus on yourself, you take care of yourself, and you nourish yourself, you fill up your own cup, and you're there for you above anything else when things are not quite 100% mutual. That's what you need to do, because guess what? Detachment is the key to the law of attraction. You want this person, you got to do your own work as well. This is really significant. You know, otherwise what happens is that the more you need them, the more you want them, the more it becomes an obsession. Obsessions can become toxic to your soul. It can literally make you every single day wake up, cry, think about this person. The thing is, a person's not going to come to you when you're in that energy state. Person's going to come to you when you are feeling free, you're looking after yourself. You know, that spiritually they can actually pick up on their soul without you even having to say or do anything. You know, you could be on the other side of the world and they can literally pick up on the fact that your energy feels lighter and brighter to them. There's something about you that they need to contact you, they need to talk to you, they need to be there for you. So actually, you don't need to do so much in this situation. The best you can do is take care of yourself, put yourself first, and they know that in time, right, once their circumstances and situation gets better, we know they'll come to you, and that's very significant and that's very important. And I think this follows through from the theme of quite a few of the last readings I've done, interestingly enough. So I definitely feel like, you know, there's the collective group that I am really speaking to here, which is quite, well, it's good to see the synchronicity, I would say. I will get other cards out as well. We'll obviously focus on tarot, and then we'll see how the other cards clarify everything we see. King of Pentacles, strong earth energy, you've got fire. To be honest, I'm not looking at signs because I'm going to pull a lot of tarot cards, you know, to cover the entire table basically. But what I do want to say is that this reading is for all star signs, okay? It's not for a specific star sign, but if you're here, I feel like it's a sign in itself. Whenever you're watching this, doesn't have to be when the reading is posted, but I just wanted to mention that. Detachment is the key to the law of attraction. Detachment. Oh, okay, let's not take that huge, massive chunk of cards. Okay, so a deep healing is going to happen. A deep release is going to happen. I also pick up something to do with family, like family being a bit... Okay, hold on a second. There's a very strong female figure here that I'm picking up on, okay, that has had a lot of influence on this person's life. And this person at times has been a little bit toxic, okay, just a little bit toxic, but a little bit is enough to kind of make the full cup be a bit fishy, right? What I'm seeing here is that there, especially with a magician, okay, I didn't say this right at the beginning because that was some, you know, there was another message coming through at the time, but I really feel like there is a magic energy here. Now, when I say magic, I don't mean like, you know, magic is like, oh, lovely magic. I mean magic is in like something quite bad and toxic, but I don't want to scare you. someone here has done magic on this person, and that's a pretty significant thing I'm picking up on, and it's kept them stuck in not just their love life but multiple areas of their life. And so there's definitely that I'm picking up on. Now, there's many ways to go about this. Remember, I mentioned to you that, you know, the key to the law of attraction is detachment. Well, that's also because I am warning you that do not do spells, okay? Do not do spell work. I've mentioned this many times before as well. If it can just help one person to not cast a spell, we are on a very good... I'm happy, okay? Then I'm happy. I don't do spell work either. You know, I do not do it. In fact, I do a ritual called black magic removal. Why is that? Because I take off spells. Spells can be so karmically damaging to your life. You know, you might find that, oh, you cast a spell, everything's good for like, you know, 2 months, and then boom, everything comes crashing down. That's not what you want, right? You want lifelong happiness. And you know what? Spell works can be really, really dangerous karmically as well. Now, you might be thinking, well, then Moonlight, what's the difference between spell work and your intention items? My intention items work with the law of attraction. It works on your energy to really help your energy to create that detachment so that the other person gets triggered based off of your energy. It does not bend the free will of the other person. That's why when you wear, you know, the bracelets that I sell in the store, you have the candles, that is for you, okay? That is helping you to detach so that you can get the intention that you want. This is intention setting. It is not actually a spell where you are literally binding someone to something, and I think that's really important, is that I work with the law of attraction where we're working directly on your energy, because that's consensual, right? You are literally consenting to that. Or when you buy products, you are literally consenting that you want those energies, right? And I think what's really quite significant here is that spell work is very toxic, and it can be very, very you know, it can be really difficult because it karmically, you know, can come back around, especially black magic, which is, again, you know, heavy spell work to bend someone's free will. So I wouldn't recommend that. And what I would say to you is that someone, you know, there is a female figure in their life that has done this to them. What I would recommend is that if you feel the effects of it so strongly, you can always try and remove it, okay? We don't want to do spells to counteract and, you know, counteract that person, let's say. We want to remove it. So I obviously offer the black magic removal service as well, but I'm not pressuring anyone into purchasing from me. I'm just letting you know, because I do get a lot of emails from people asking. So if I just mention it here, then, you know, hopefully that just kind of makes it a bit more obvious. Sorry, just the cards just literally fell on my lap. But yes, there is someone here that has done this, and of course you can also do your own research as to how you can remove spells as well. You know, Google is a great place, Dr. Google, although don't like diagnose yourself and, you know, things like that medically, you know, obviously like medical professionals and stuff. But when it comes to, you know, spiritual work and spell work, of course you can do research. You know, you can try and find your own ways to do things, especially if you can't afford a professional to help you to remove that. But what I will say is that the star here shows a great healing that happens. And I also see here a lot of spiritual energies where the divine, especially with these 3 angels here, and the High Priestess, is really helping this connection. So behind the scenes, naturally, this connection will progress and it will transpire. I would say stay away from spell work, because that can only delay things, and also karmically it can not be good in your life. Now, if you are someone who has done spell work and now you're panicking and worrying, what you need to do is just remove it, okay? That is it. You remove it and then you move on with your life and you take care of yourself, and naturally this will come together in its own time. So the 2 of Pentacles here shows that things will harmonize, things will balance out. Things have been quite rough and tough in the past, but now things will definitely harmonize and get so much better. King of Pentacles shows that there can be commitment and stability and security in this connection in the future. Temperance here as well shows your patience is a virtue. It's going to take time, but don't wait. There's a difference between waiting and patience, which I've mentioned before. Waiting is when you're literally waiting for a wall to dry. When you've painted a wall and you're waiting for it to dry, oh my goodness, that is not fun, you know. But patience is where you can say to yourself, cool, okay, it's going to take some time to dry. Let me put an alarm. I'll come back after an hour. By then it's dried, or after 15 minutes it's dried, right? No one wants to sit there and watch a cake bake in an oven. That's what alarms exist for. That's why, you know, we go off, do other things, and we come back and it's like, oh, the cake's ready. You know, you don't emotionally sit there thinking, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Oh my god, is it done yet? Okay, so really important. Unless you're, you know, you've got an appointment or something, that's different. But this is what I see, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that obviously things are really tough and things can feel very stuck with this person right now, but in time things will get moving. The energy, the water energy here is flowing and freeing things up. Ace of Pentacles shows, yes, there can be commitment between you and this person, especially with the Two of Pentacles as well. There can be, you know, harmony, there can be balance, but it's going to take time. And also the spell energy has to wear off of them as well. Now that can take quite a bit of time, I'm not going to lie. So to speed things up, yes, you can technically remove that, which is not a bad thing to do, because you're literally helping someone to be freed up of those bad energies. So it's not a bad thing to do, but you know, that's your choice. I mean, you don't have to even do that, right? Because that's not your responsibility, but it can affect this connection in terms of timings. All right, so that's what I wanted to mention there. So Queen of Swords, yeah, that's the female figure I kept picking up on. Like, there is some serious female influence in this person's life where they're listening to this female figure, who, by the way, has also cast a spell on them, because they're jealous. Like, they're literally jealous of this person. And that's something that I'm really picking up on, is just so much jealousy based off of just how good this person is and how kind they have been and how genuine they are. Like, they cannot see this person's happiness, which I think is really sad and really kind of ridiculous, let's be honest. But I do feel here that it comes back around. So your affirmation here is what goes around comes around. I think I gave that affirmation for another reading as well, but to be honest, do you know what, it makes sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. It makes sense for this reading. What goes around comes back around. This relationship will come back around in the sense that it will get stronger, it will get better. You know, in terms of these karmic consequences, yes, you know, the people that have done the wrong and the bad, you know, they will suffer the consequences in that sense, and there are ways for them to fix things. The universe will always give time to someone to fix things. That's why, you know, just a little bit off topic, but actually this could resonate with some of you, where if you've been like cheated on, if you've been lied to and things like that, and you're wondering, why doesn't this person ever get karma? Depending on that person's past life, what can happen is that the universe is giving this person time. Okay, especially if they're a young soul and they've had less past life incarnations, the universe is giving them time to basically rectify any mistakes that they have made. And that's why sometimes you can feel as an old soul, because I feel like so many of you are watching this and you are an old soul. Like, literally, you, the person watching this, you are an old soul. You've had more past life incarnations, and the universe expects you to make more mature choices. That's why sometimes you can feel like, oh my god, I make one choice, and it goes against me. That's because you're an older soul. The universe kind of has this expectation, okay, that you will make the right choice. Not all the time, okay, but for most of the time you'll make the right choice and they will be mature, which is why you can feel that you can't get away with immature decision making and just doing the wrong thing. And that's because you're an old soul, okay? Young souls usually will get away with things for a period of time before the universe goes, and then those lessons are served, and that actually contributes also to their personal growth to become more mature as well. So that's why, okay, if you're ever wondering why you get stuck in situations, okay, and other people just like don't ever have to face those same kind of consequences, it's because you're an old soul, and that is pretty much that. Okay, so the Ace of Wands here. So we've picked up on the fact that you're an old soul and they're a younger soul. So obviously, you know, it's got nothing to do with age, okay? It's all to do with past life incarnations. It goes to show here as well that they are sometimes a little bit more behind you in terms of emotional maturity, taking actions, decision making, leading. You know, sometimes you feel that you have to do that. Now, as they mature and get better, of course they're going to lead and be stronger and be able to progress things along. But in terms of emotional maturity, I would say that you are much more aware. You're a lot more self-aware, you're a lot more spiritually aware, mentally aware, physically aware, socially aware. Lovers. Hermit. Three of Cups. Four of Wands. Wow. Really nice string of cards here. Okay, anyone else got a headache? I suddenly have a headache. Yeah, it's definitely related to the reading because I was not feeling like this before. Remember when I started reading, I was like, I feel so peaceful, I feel so calm, and all of a sudden now I have a headache. Okay. And I don't really get them that often, to be honest, so it's definitely reading related. Okay. Some of you are just really wondering whether this is worth it. Oh my gosh, okay, actually let's take them. Is it worth it? You're worth it, right? You're worth it. You deserve a strong love like this. Let me ask you a question. Are they worth you? Hold on a second, that didn't make sense. You know what I'm trying to ask, right? I'm trying to ask whether they are worthy of you. That's what I'm trying to ask. Ask yourself that question, right? Because they are worthy of you 100%. Sorry, you are worthy of them 100%. Are they worthy of you? The love that you give, the attention that you give, the respect that you give, the kindness that you give. Are they worthy of you? Let me know. Let me know. Yes or no? I heavily pick up on the fact that there is someone better out there for you if you chose to go in that direction. However, this is a workable situation, which means that if you chose that you just cannot get away from this because there is a soul connection here. There are lots of different soul connections, okay? There's twin flames, soulmates, actually twin flame, one, okay? One twin flame, multiple soulmates. Yes, there are multiple soulmates, which by the way was confirmed to me by 2 separate gurus as well, who by the way are very, very, like they are very, very good at what they do. In fact, they predicted everything that actually happened in my life. So, you know, I really do believe that they're very, very accurate. And you know, because I always had the assumption there's only one soulmate, and this was when I was much younger, you know, but actually there's multiple soulmates. And then of course there are karmic, you know, karmic people. Karmic people are not always bad because they come in to teach lessons, and sometimes those lessons can really take you to abundance and happiness and joy and really change your life for the better. But it can be tough to learn those lessons. It's the same with the twin flame as well, you know, twin flame can really serve up some significant lessons. But again, they can be for your highest good. So it's one of those things, you know, it really is on perspective. It's also on how they treat you, etc. Okay, that being said, let me tell you what I see here, okay? I'm seeing that things are tough right now. Things are difficult right now. It doesn't feel easy right now. It feels tough, and that's because they are stuck. Now, they're stuck because of lots of different circumstances. They're stuck because someone's done magic on them. Someone around them, can be at a distance from them, but around them, and who knows of them. They are also stuck in terms of finances, in terms of work, in terms of other areas of their life. And I think here also they look out into the world and they think, oh my god, like things are not easy, you know, the cost of living, there's also just people in general are not so nice, and they feel stuck in this regard, okay? On top of that, they do feel that you are special. They haven't fully let you go from what I'm seeing. You are still in their line of sight. You're not out of sight, out of mind. That's what I want to say, okay? No matter how far this connection has wandered away, for some of you, you might be blocked, you might be ghosted, but others of you still have communication with this person. Wherever you are with this person, they haven't completely let you go, and that's very important to know. That rhymed. Okay, so you've got the Justice card, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here with the King of Pentacles, and that's why I say it's a workable situation, because you have got the energies here of commitment along with the Ace of Pentacles, which really goes to show that things can come together here. They will naturally come to you in time. Strong water energy, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. However, remember what I mentioned, we technically have got every single sign under the roof present in this reading. So what I want to say is try not to pay too much attention to all the signs, because this is for all star signs, but the water energy is good because it means that they're being freed up, right? That things are flowing. It's like, water is really powerful, of course, but it's like when you have like lots of like rocks in between, you pour water and it will find a way around it or over it or under it. And that's really the thing that I see here, is that imagine the relationship being like water. It will find a way. It will find a way to get to where it needs to go. Despite obstacles and despite challenges, you know, it will get there. Things are tough right now, but against all odds, they will be able to move through their difficulties and their challenges and their obstacles and things that are really worrying them and frustrating them. You've got the Four of Swords here as well. Four of Swords is really quite significant because Four of Swords represents a very, very powerful energy, which is to do with peace and to do with healing. And I know as well from what I'm seeing here that the Four of Swords is really quite significant to do with spiritual energies. So again, the more you are also taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, the more they can pick it up on their side. And that really shows with justice, things balancing out, and that really again can trigger them to come towards you as well. The Justice card is also about resolving things. So once they feel more resolved in their personal life, love life, and of course this black magic situation gets resolved, that again also allows them to want to progress things with you as well. The Four of Wands here shows that the two of you have a very strong soul connection, which we've picked up on here, very strong spiritual connection and bond, and that they actually, as time goes by, they'll start to see an even bigger future with you. You know, things right now are quiet. Things right now are not completely dead and done because they do still think about you, and I think that's really important to keep in mind here. For sure, they'll come to you in their own time. They'll progress things with you in their own time. They intend, you know, to do more as they feel better, and as they feel better, they'll have more energy to get things done, because when they have more energy, they can be proactive. And I think that's really quite important too to keep in mind. And they've got the Queen of Wands here as well. So, you know, they do find you extremely attractive. They do think that you are very, very, very good looking, but also that you have inside of you what they need from a life partner, that you provide those energies. And in time, they're going to feel heartbroken for how things panned out between the two of you and for not doing enough. That's another thing, is that they're going to feel really, really terrible for not basically doing enough and being clear enough towards you in regards to how they should have been. So I think that's another thing to keep in mind as well, is that they're going to have a lot of regret and a lot of sadness, but you don't need to wait around for them to feel that regret, right? Make sure you continue to live your life, take care of yourself, put yourself first. They're going to come to you. That's the thing, right? Is that you're thinking to yourself, maybe, oh, they're going to come to me, so let me just wait. Let me just sit here. You know, I'm not going to do anything in life I don't need to meditate. Oh, no. Please do. You know, please take care of yourself, and please look after yourself. You know, do the things that you love. You don't need to put your life on hold for a person. Now, I'm not saying that you're literally just going to sit there and wait and stare at a clock. I'm not saying that, but sometimes, you know, then your mind ruminates on the person even more, and it emotionally just makes you feel frustrated. Then you get attached, and then attachment with the law of attraction, it just delays things. Oh, yeah. So move forward, take care of yourself, okay? What goes around comes around. And that's the thing, is that, you know, if this person, for example, moved away by just kind of, you know, saying like, oh, we should just move on, or we should see other people, or I don't think we're right for each other, or I'm not ready right now. What goes around comes around. They're going to feel the pain of what they've said to you tenfold in the future, because they're going to realize that they actually lost a blessing. Yes, they lost a blessing. That's another really solid affirmation to validate your own emotions. You know, if they didn't validate your emotions, I'm here to do so, because I can feel what you have been through here. You know, they have not validated you, and you were the blessing, okay? And even in the future, they're going to realize you're the blessing, okay? So say to yourself, I am the blessing. Okay, I have these crystal cards as well. I don't know what they're called. The magic of crystals. Oh, magic. Okay, we're on a theme here. I mean, magic, you know, is known to be like magical and great, and it is, you know, like sometimes you can think to yourself, wow, that's like magical, that's amazing, you know, when things really go well. But sometimes magic can also be, remember, everything always has two sides. So, you know, that's the thing as well, is that magic can also be dangerous. You know, it can be difficult, it can be it can go wrong, okay? So, you know, black magic and things like that, it's not always, sorry, I just dropped my cards, it's not always perfect. And sometimes people do things in a not good way, you know. Sometimes people want to cast magic in a very, very good way, to help others, you know, to be there for others, to bring happiness to others. That's amazing, right? But then there are people that do things that go the complete opposite way to bring harm and hurt to others. Not good. Okay, anyways, so just wanted to mention that. So we've got here Thurlight. Feel the joy and happy, deep energy within your soul. Yes, love yourself, take care of yourself, put yourself first. If you have any of these crystals, by the way, keep them around you. I love this crystal. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Sorry, this is just very personal. Malachite. The color of it, oh my gosh, okay, green. So turn over a new leaf. Actually, that's funny, it says turn over a new leaf, because it's literally green, and green is the color of the heart chakra. So what I think is really beautiful here is that it's clearly indicating here as well Mother Nature, you know, taking a walk in Mother Nature, embracing a tree. I know that sounds strange, but you're literally absorbing, you know, a lot of those energies. If you have malachite, you know, keep it around you or carry it with you if you have a little piece. Actually, do you know what? There is a malachite bracelet on the website. Yes, there is. There actually is a malachite bracelet. I'm not sure what the intention for it is. Hold on a second. It's just we have like hundreds of bracelets, so let me see actually what the actual intention for that one is. I'm curious now. Malachite. It's like it's a tie-on bracelet, as most of them are. Malachite. I'm very curious now. Ah, okay. So the malachite bracelet on the store is actually to absorb. Oh, here we go. Is to absorb negative energy. Isn't that so interesting? So it can help with this because there's a lot, you know, there's some negative energy going on here as well. So yeah, malachite, incredible for that. I had to check because we've got so many crystal bracelets on the store that, you know, I have difficulty remembering every single one, but it says here, change may be on the horizon. So we do see things changing here, and I really feel that change happens once the negative energy gets absorbed. So that's another thing. But there's so many items also on our website, or well, my website, I'm literally the only one that does all of this, but on my website, or ours, you know, like a little family here, to absorb negative energy, to help you with chakras, to help you with meditation, to help you with various areas of your life. We've got here lemon quartz. I think there is also a lemon quartz bracelet on there as well. Feel uplifted and cleansed with sunny energy. Okay, so this is solar plexus chakra. So we've got here heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, and root chakra. So what I think is quite significant is that these are your three solid colors. Okay, solid in the sense that they represent three different crystals, which showcase that it's best for you to focus on yourself and to take care of yourself and to really look out for yourself, but also to meditate on each of these chakras is very powerful. So these three chakras are probably the strongest. Now the root chakra is based at the bottom of your spine. It's also the first chakra, and it's to do with security and stability. So this is an area of your life which will get stronger. You will have security and stability also in this connection as well, when you also feel it within you. Make sure you are secure and stable within yourself first. Then we also have the solar plexus chakra, which is located between your heart and your belly button. Yes. So that is the yellow chakra, okay? Yellow, solar, sun, right? Solar is sun. So it just emits so much yellow, and it's to do with inner peace, personal power, self-confidence, self-esteem, and again, looking after yourself, being there for yourself, raising your self-esteem and your worth and your energies. Really, really stunning. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so that is yellow quartz. Feel uplifted and cleansed with sunny energy. Okay, if you can sit in the sun for just a little bit, obviously not... It's hard because obviously that's not really like advice that a dermatologist is going to give you. Okay, I'm fully aware of this because, you know, they say to like stay out of the sun and stuff like that, but it can give you vitamin D, and obviously avoiding it when it's really, really harsh. But just catching a little bit of sun and just maybe standing there for 5 seconds, just absorbing a little bit of sunlight can really help your solar plexus chakra. You know, if you need to wear sunscreen, wear it. But what I'm just trying to say, because, you know, obviously I don't want to give advice that could be like dangerous or harmful, but it's one of those things where yes, the sun is very, very good for our energy and for our body and even our skin. So I'm just saying, you know, try and do it in the way that suits you. Okay, it suits you. And then of course meditating on it as well. And then of course we see here as well, going out into nature, taking a walk. You know, perhaps when it's sunny, taking a walk, that can be really, really great for you, and it can make you feel very, very good and bring you, again, more stability and more security for your future, which I think is absolutely incredible. So those are your three solid big chakras that relate to this reading for sure, and also the three crystals as well, and the three colors. So there's something about yellow, red, and green which is really, really powerful here as well, and eating those color foods as well can also really uplift your soul and uplift these chakras as well. And of course I mentioned as well which parts they help with. So I do feel here that with the heart chakra, this connection here will open up, and this person's heart will also open up more towards you. I also feel here that they will become more confident within themselves to be able to progress things with you as well. This also happens as a result of you doing this too, okay, with some spiritual practice, but also that this connection can be deep-rooted and can be stable in the future as well. Obviously it probably doesn't feel that way right now, but in time things will get better, and that is something I am seeing. Okay, so that's what we have there. Let's have a look and get some more cards out. Whoa, okay. So I had a headache. Now, is anyone else feeling tired? I feel like energetically, this is what can happen in readings that are quite heavy, is that you can literally pick up on the energies of those that I am, you know, that I'm reading for, or those that I know are struggling behind the scenes. Some of you are crying. I can literally feel the energy of just this heaviness in your head, in your heart, in your soul, frustration, just looking at the screen, sometimes blankly, like, oh, Moonlight. I know, I can feel it. I literally can feel it through the screen. Yeah, I can, you know. As a tarot reader, I have to do so much also to, you know, to really try and do my spiritual practice as much as possible, because it's heavy. You know, these readings can really be, they can affect me, you know, for days energetically sometimes as well, in terms of the heaviness of it. Not necessarily that I'm going to have a headache for the next 4 days or anything like that, but you know, it can become very heavy, and that's why spiritual practice is not just something that I do to make sure that once I've done a reading, those energies can calm down, but also I recommend it to you because it can really help all areas of your life. Okay, so if you're watching this and you're also financially struggling, let's say, or you're struggling in other areas of your life, it can really help. And that's the thing I really want to say, is 20 minutes a day, it can be so powerful for multiple areas of your life, and I think that's really significant. So I just wanted to say that, because we have got here religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. There's definitely here a female figure. I can't stop mentioning it because it just comes out more and more as I go through the reading. There's a female figure here who honestly is someone who has an idea for this person and how they should be living their life. Okay, this person being your person. They feel like your person needs to live a certain way, do things a certain way, you know, be a certain way. And quite clearly, let me be very, very honest with you, they have this sort of controlling attitude, and that's what I see here as well, is because we have here children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, some of you may have children, okay, but the main thing here is that this female figure, okay, has known this person since this person was a child, for sure. And so, you know, they have a lot of influence in this person's life, and oftentimes, you know, they want to do what they want them to do, what they want to do, because of dun 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 dun. This is how things get passed on. Now, this is going to be confusing to explain, but how someone acts can be a reflection of how they've been treated by the person that treats them that way. So this female figure, okay, it could be a mother, it could be a sister, for example, it could be a grandmother, it could be a distant aunt. They have treated this person in the way that your person treats you. And it's really complicated to explain, but it's like a chain. So say, for example, okay, this, let's say, mother, okay, has been treated really badly in their childhood. They project that onto your person. Okay, so it's like a chain that happens. And what's going to happen is that your person is going to break that chain. They are literally going to free themselves of this chain, and they are not then going to do it further to anyone else, from what I see here. So it literally is time to take control of life. Yes, because all of that negative energy is going to be absorbed. The spells are going to be broken. The energy is literally going to be freed. And I see here that also they are going to want to free themselves from this person who has been so negative in their life, because as the emotional veil lifts and they feel so much stronger within themselves, they're going to realize that this person really was not doing anything good. When they have that epiphany and that realization, that is going to bring them a real sense of calm and peace, where they realize that, oh my goodness, I was being treated so badly. I don't want anything to do with that person anymore. I don't want to progress things. I want to move forward with my life and take care of myself. And they are going to have that huge epiphany to realize what they actually need to do and how things then need to be. I think that's a really significant thing that we are seeing here for sure. And then we've got here getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, and then their bond towards the other person starts to very much so dissipate and be non-existent. And what's going to happen is that they are going to realize that this person here was really not good for them and was not the right, you know, was not the right influence in their life, and eventually they will distance themselves away from this person and be able to free themselves, because, you know, they have dealt with this person as a child. And think about it this way, you know, people can only go based off of the information they know sometimes, and as a child you rely on the people around you to, you know, to treat you the right way and to be there for you the right way until you grow up and realize on your own what is what, right? Like, there has to be that. So I think that what's really quite significant is that they will be able to break the cycle in their family and things will get better. So yeah, a lot of this is also who they've grown up with and their own spiritual path and their own religious path as to who they're around. Now, for some of you, you may find that maybe there are family members that don't agree on this connection. Okay, that's not for all of you, I just want to mention, but it can be for some of you, because I mentioned like religious upbringing and things like that. Yes, there are people that still have their strict views on that, so it can resonate with some of you. Like, you know, people that are like trying to keep you apart. But again, magic, you know, magic has gotten in the way of things. I very much so feel that that is something that has been cast and something that has happened, very much so. And that's why you can feel that things are really difficult between you and your person. And it just feels, you know, overwhelming and stressful and not great. Okay. I'm very insecure and confused at the moment. We know that. We know that they are stuck, okay? They literally feel so stuck, not great. And that's why we see here, you know, progress in terms of how things are going to open up and how things are going to be when they come towards you and they do progress towards you in a much more solid manner, which obviously is really significant and really strong. So I like the fact that they're going to feel better and stronger. I really, really like that a lot. We also have here as well, even if we never meet again, you will always hold the key to my heart. They're fully aware that at some point, you know, if you chose to move on and you chose to move on with your life, they'll still hold on to it. I mean, they're going to feel pain. We see that with the Three of Swords here, but they know that they would still hold you very near and dear to their heart. We also have here as well, I'm struggling to open myself up to you, which again, we know because we mentioned it in the reading early on, is that yes, they are struggling tremendously and they are very much so feeling that things are hard, they are difficult, they are challenging, based off of the fact that sometimes they don't even know why things are hard, but I think we do. So, you know, there's a combination here of childhood trauma and then being just really what's the word? Being controlled in that sense, and being told what to do, and they're just thinking like, no, I don't want to do that. And they have their own way of doing things. They're also young souls, so it makes things difficult, you know, it makes things challenging, and they make mistakes along the way, and the universe is trying to give them opportunities. Again, also the universe is giving them opportunities because they have had, you know, again, difficult past, and they've had, you know, influence of a person that's not great. And so the universe, you know, likes to be a bit more, I guess, lenient in the sense that, you know, they're thinking, okay, well, the way that you treat others is not your fault, it's how you've been conditioned. And so, you know, the universe is a little bit more understanding. Is the universe a bit more understanding? I think, is that the right word? Still, the universe, you know, has its own ways of doing things. I'm afraid to contact you. Okay, so they're afraid to speak up right now based off of this, but I think in time they will be much more open to you. They'll be a lot more understanding towards you. That's my understanding towards things. So let's see what else we have. Ooh, okay, there's a card that fell on the floor. You know when you're sitting in such a comfortable position and you just don't want to... Okay, so I'll tell you what the card is because I can see it from where it is on the floor. It says here, I should have listened to you. It's on the floor and I'm just sitting in such a comfortable position. This is literally like a first world problem. You're probably thinking to yourself, wow, Moonlight, I've never met a lazier tarot reader. Well, I hope you don't think about me that way because I post every single day without fail. And I post multiple videos a day, every single day. So hopefully you don't think about me that way. Oh, and also I make intention items, right? And I post them and I control my whole website. Like every listing is posted by me. Every picture taken on the website is actually taken by me. Oh my gosh. Actually, do you know what? I'm not lazy anyways. So, and I got your card. Okay. I should have listened to you. We have here, I'm not used to the love you give me. Yes, because they've been conditioned in a very different way to feel love. So your version of love is open, honest, beautiful, romantic, you know, taking action, doing things, showing it, compromising, understanding, being clear. Oh my gosh, you know, and their version of love is, well, a bit of care here and there. You know, they've been used to a very like controlling, manipulative kind of love. And also, you know, if they've had a past relationship as well, it's not been the healthiest either. So that's what they believe love is, which is so sad. So sad. I don't want you to move on, which is so obvious. So obvious. How many times am I going to say so? Many times. Many times. I really do need you. And there we go. You've got some solid messages here, okay? First of all, there's validation that actually you haven't done anything right and that actually what you were saying and what you have felt was correct because, and is still correct even right now, because they're literally thinking, I should have listened to you. They have basically fallen into the influence of someone else and doing what someone else is telling them to do, okay? A, through black magic, and B, through this female figure that I cannot get out of my mind. Okay, so then there's that. And then second of all, there is the fact that they're not used to this kind of love because of, through generations, this is the kind of love that has been absorbed by family, and this is what has been going on in regards to family. And then we have here, I don't want you to move on, which is so true, because they really would not, well, they don't want you to, because they know here, where does it say that? Even if we never meet again, you will always hold the key to my heart. They know that you are the person, right? And they will know that you are the person. It's just that right now, that gosh, they are so stuck, and see, they will really need you in the future. I'm telling you, they will feel that connection and that energy towards you and not want to move away from you. And that's really the most like significant thing that I'm picking up on here. So this is your reading. What goes around comes back around, because there you go. It's going to come back around. It really is. Yeah, that's your reading. That's your reading. Comment it down below. You know, what goes around comes around. You are the blessing. Black magic energy removal is listed down below. It's also on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com, if anyone is interested in purchasing the ritual. I do it all on my side, and then I would, well, actually, it's all listed. Everything, honestly, is listed. All the instructions and everything is listed in the listing. If anyone does want to do it with me, no pressure at all. You really, honestly, you do not have to purchase anything from me. You can just come see the readings, absorb the messages. You know, that is perfectly fine. But I know so many people do ask me about those, because obviously, you know, I do spiritual work behind the scenes. And what else? Oh yeah, tarot readings and all that good stuff is also listed down below. Intention items as well, yes, they are listed down below. Everything is on my website. Everything is listed down below. There's also TikTok and Instagram, actually, where I post short readings on there every single day. So if you want to follow me on there, feel free to do so, as I post short readings on there. And take care, everyone. I really hope you take care. And if this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. I feel like it's going to be very accurate, to the point, and that's what we have. All right, take care, everyone. Bye. See you later. Oh my gosh, my table. There we go. Oh my gosh, I feel like I almost just broke my table. Bye, everyone.